Welcome to a Minecraft playthrough where I see how many days in a row I can play the game. So consider leaving a like on the video and let's see what we get up to today. Well, it is day 14,082 here in our Forevercraft world, and in today's episode, I wanted to talk a bit about the balance between work and play. Having fun in life is so important, but I know that for myself, speaking personally, I can kind of be quite a workaholic, whether it be through my normal job as a teacher, where teachers and people that would love to be professors like myself notoriously are people that work overtime, are just workaholics, just work so much when it comes down to it. And I enjoy doing that. I enjoy working. And when you're working to try to help other people learn or to improve their lives, I do think that when you have that connection with your job, it is easy to put in the extra work just because you want to have the best outcome for the people, the real human beings that you're, serving and helping to better. Where if you are just working in the corporate world or you just have maybe a job that is not as impactful, then you're not going to be maybe as, drawn to workaholism. And just working all the time. And I think that if you're one of those people that does not like work whatsoever and tries to get away from it, I think that that is a totally good and fine thing. And everyone has a balance when it comes down to working and enjoying what they're doing and their level of ambition within work or their level of ambition within other things that don't relate to work whatsoever. But for me personally, I have for years and years now been the sort of person that has been a workaholic, whether it be working again on my normal job, but I also have this YouTube channel of course, as you guys know, but I do have a third job where I work for an energy bar company and I work at the farmers markets on the weekends for them during the summers and during the warmer months of the year. So even when I'm working full time, there definitely are portions of the year where I am just going and waking up every single day and working out and working as a teacher and working as a YouTuber and working as an energy bar salesperson, I guess I would say. And just doing 3 jobs, managing so much, and all 3 of them are things that I'm very passionate about. I am one of those people that a lot of my fulfillment out of life has actually come from the work that I do. Along with, I did want to mention as we talk about this today, if you're enjoying the commentary, please do consider leaving a like down below. But at the same time, we're going to switch up things a bit from terraforming as we have been over here. And in today's episode, I do think that we're going to head down into the forest and try to find ourselves our dog, Marnie. I always have a dog named Marnie in every playthrough that I do, so it is important that we try to find her, and it would be nice to have a companion on Forevercraft since no one else is online right now, and it just happens to be me. And so I know that I'm not alone whatsoever when it comes down to enjoying work, and I struggle honestly when it comes down to the playful elements of life sometimes, whether it be just hanging out and socializing or just relaxing and not having to have it lead to an end outcome of progress, having something I can look back on. Just doing things for the sake of doing them, depending on what it is, can be very difficult for me. And just saying yes to new things or being spontaneous when someone invites me to just enjoy and have fun in life, I struggle at saying yes to those things because I do happen to be such a heavy work person. I really do enjoy the work elements of my life, and my identity is also intertwined with my work in so many different ways, which is definitely something that happens to a lot of people that are especially living in the United States of America. So I'm not alone, but I do know that oftentimes when maybe, for example, if something is more sporadic, when I do say yes, it's usually one of the things that I look back at most fondly, and I realize I've had so much fun. And you only live once, and as you get older, you realize ever more so how much time is a resource. And I'm definitely still a younger person, but I am 27 at this point in time. So, I'm getting older, and I'm realizing that since I've only prioritized productivity within my 20s, if I only ever do that, then I'm going to look back at some point in life and realize that the opportunity window has passed and there has been a large opportunity cost in that I will no longer be able to enjoy some of the simple and fun things in life. And so that's been just something that's really been on top of my mind. And one of my best friends that has been in town for the weekend, as you guys may have known if you've been watching the channel for the last couple of days or so, he ended up texting me this morning. He's back in his hometown, and I'm of course back at work and on normal schedule and that sort of thing. But he texted me and he said, I challenge you to live this year to make it the most fun year of your life, the most enjoyable, the most exciting, the most spontaneous or fun-filled just year of your life. And I'm really considering that. It can be hard in a financial sense, but for example, I ended up going on a date on Sunday, which was yesterday. The date of recording this is the 6th of April right now. And so yesterday on Easter Sunday, I ended up going on a date and met someone for the first time and just was able to get to know them through one of the social dating apps and that sort of thing. And we met and we walked around the park for a couple of hours and I had a really good time. I hadn't been on a date in a super long period of time, and I thought that we had some pretty good conversation, and I enjoyed the person for who they were and that sort of thing. And it was just, it's fun. It was fun to switch up my Sunday to be able to do something, just for the sake of fun. I wasn't spending any money in this sort of degree, but I was doing something that was not necessarily productive in the ways that I usually think about it. And that includes, just getting work things done or just having something that I can look back at. Again, I struggle with if it was just me, I enjoy going for a walk, but I would probably, for a period of it, put on a podcast where I can learn something from it. And man, I am just kind of thinking it's taking a long time for us to be able to find a dog. I thought it was going to be a bit easier than this, but it seems like it's not going to be. And that's totally okay when it comes down to it. But I really am, someone that struggles with that just chilling out sort of element. But I think for me, looking for a romantic partner or someone to have as an adventure buddy and spend time with, usually when I have someone like that in my life, they are the person that it's almost like the yin yang, where I can be so hyper productive and efficient in, all of these different things. And they are the person that brings me a bit down to earth and, allows for me to decompress and just enjoy life for the present moment. And that is something that I know personally does not have to rely upon other people. And so I think that for me, part of, the idea behind the challenge of having the most amount of fun that you could have in the year is that I would have to let go of my identity-based, my identity that relies with being such a hard worker and someone that puts so much emphasis into productivity and output. However, when you are focusing, primarily on productivity and output, you happen to sacrifice the enjoyment that you can get from different inputs in life. I am one of those people that I do think that there is an incredible amount of fulfillment that you can get and value out of creating things and having goals to set and to work at. And I'm that person. I am that person. If you know me, especially, I think we're on day maybe 12 of this kind of Let's Play sort of style. I love goals and I run every single day and I exercise every single day. And I have goals for my social life and for my occupational life and for this YouTube channel. Like, I am Mr. Goal Setter and I love doing that. And I've gotten much better at setting goals that I think I am able to attain over time. But I think that being so being so heavy set on that, I'm realizing as I get older is also making it so that I am necessarily sacrificing things that I didn't even realize I was sacrificing because I've been so heavy set on the productivity. And I think the best way to explain it, or the best example to give, is just when it comes down to going out on the weekends. Now, if you know me, then you know that pretty much every single Friday night I live stream with you guys. It's something that I heavily prioritize. But I'm 27, and for the last 3.5 years, so most of my, or a lot of my 20s, I have spent most weekend Friday, or pretty much every weekend Friday night, spending time with you guys on live stream, which has helped me become a much better commentator and be able to communicate with you guys and that sort of thing. But I went out on Thursday night and Friday night and kind of Saturday night this past weekend. It was a much different sort of on vacation, and my buddy was in town sort of weekends. And I ended up enjoying it. Like I missed live streaming. And if you guys are members of the Discord, which is links down below, of course, you guys will know that I kind of left a video message, of my real life self on my Discord. If you'd ever like to see what I look like, and hang out with a group of really great people, I pretty much give like video updates, almost like a Snapchat or like a selfie style on my Discord, which is linked down below, completely free. You're more than welcome to come and hang. And we have tons of really wonderful people. And I try to really kind of like update you guys as much as I can on my normal life and day to day and that sort of thing. And I remember I got back and I told you guys, I was like, I had so much fun, but I missed doing the Friday night routine. But if I'm being honest, I didn't necessarily miss Friday night routine until I was on my way home. Like, it was such a novel experience of me being able to spend time with other people and to people watch and to see what the nightlife was all about. And I haven't done that in such a long period of time because every Friday night I'm asleep by like 9 o'clock or like 10 o'clock. And just I'm doing this, my own little solo thing, talking and hanging out with you guys, which, is something, again, I would not take back. I love being able to do these things with you, but I realized when I was out, I think this was kind of like the major thing for me. I realized when I was out with my friends and we were hanging out, and I had one of those moments where you just take a step back to observe your surroundings and appreciate the present moment, or at least I try to do that, especially when I'm out doing something new. Take a second almost to like make a mental log, or like just try to really actually make like a memory or something like that. And it has been, I don't know, I realized, I guess, when I was doing it, I was like, man, everyone else that's going and meeting new people and all these attractive people, even that I see around, that are going and having fun and smiling and laughing and socializing and doing all these things. I was like, holy moly, like there's spending a lot of money and I never spend that sort of money. It was such an expensive weekend. I'm like, how do people do this sustainably and just go out all of the time? But I also realized that my friends that were bringing me out for the night, this was something that they did all of the time. This was part of who they were, and it was how we were in college, but I haven't done that since college. And I had a fun time, and I don't want to live like a college kid as someone that is now 27, because I definitely appreciate everywhere that I've come from in terms of becoming the young man that I am. But again, the balance between the productivity, working super hard on everything that I have going on and always trying to be the most ambitious when it comes down to even like upload schedules or the quality of my videos or the little things that I can do or how much I can interact with you guys in the Discord or respond to the comments. Like all of these things, I get fulfillment. I love life, guys, I guess is a good way to say it. It's one of those things where like there really is so much to life to enjoy and to take from and to experiment with. And the tough thing about life is that you can't experiment with everything. And if you're going to kind of knuckle down on something, there's more likelihood of when you knuckle down on something that you are going to be able to find success in that thing. Most people would look at my YouTube channel, especially, I'm proud of myself, having 8,000 subscribers. Like, I know a lot of Minecraft YouTubers that have worked just as hard as I have. Maybe not for as long of a period of time, or maybe in different spurts, but I know a lot of people that have been doing this and putting their heart and soul into this for a long time, right? And they don't have 8,000 subscribers, but I have also at the same time put so much of my heart and soul and sacrificed so many different things in order to be here to the point where I can have an audience and really have a community of people and friends that I get to connect with, and we get to share about life. It used to be specifically just Minecraft Let's Plays on this channel, not nearly as much about myself and just playing Minecraft. Like, this is literally playing Minecraft, right? This is me after work. This is me sharing things with you guys and kind of like tuning down and decompressing for the day. And of course, we do talk about Minecraft and the experience of it, and we do have Minecraft in the back burner right here, but a lot of it is just, me being me, and I could grow an audience maybe doing that, but that would take a lot of time by itself. And of course, I guess we are continuing to grow the audience, and I can't wait to hit 10K at some point in time. I think this year. And if you are new here, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It would make a big difference, a huge difference for me, because we are definitely on that grind. But at the same time, I know I'm not stepping back from Minecraft and YouTube, but I really have been kind of just ruminating and thinking about what does it mean to have this year be the most fun year of your life. And at this point in time, Slip, are you even capable of doing that? Because the reality is, for me, I don't even know if I have that capability. And I don't know what that exactly shares or reflects upon when it comes down to me. Because, again, so much of my identity is wrapped into hanging out with you guys and being productive. And I've never, I think a lot of my pride for myself, the ways that I look at myself as a human being, comes down to how much output and value I've been able to provide to other people. But there's a lot of people that don't provide as much, value based on like the modern sense of the word in terms of like an output or something that could be tracked and managed, but provide so much value to life in the moment to moment and into the energy that they give and the love that they transmit to other people. And going out and socializing and meeting new people and trying to even, find a special somebody in a romantic sort of sense, going into having fun is one of those reminders about that is also what life is about. And I know that for myself, I can get so wrapped into this matrix of the work responsibilities that I need and the financial needs that I need to make and the ways that I need to take care of other people and the responsibilities that I have and the obligations that I have and the things that I want to do for myself that I know will set me further and compound on themselves. Those things are so incredibly important to me. And so what does it mean for me to flip the script and to only pursue fun? Or what does it look like to even have, a perfect sort of balance with that? If you have any ideas about what balance looks like for you or how you kind of balance the ideas behind productivity of working and having an output, even if it's like a creative pursuit like this, and I guess I would say, especially if it's a creative pursuit like this, I would really love to know what your thoughts are, because I'm the sort of person that, I think very rigidly, and I'd love to know what it looks like for some person or somebody else to, really look at the creations that they do and the things that they do to set themselves apart and make a difference in their lives in a, productivity standpoint, how that coincides with also spending time with other people and consuming and spending money and all those sorts of things. It is also always possible that as an elementary school teacher, I, hyperfixate upon all these different things because, again, teachers don't make as much money. So anyway, it looks like we have not found ourselves Marnie yet. So we'll have to continue this adventure at some point in time, but that has been one Minecraft day. I do appreciate you guys spending some time with me, especially if you're still here at the end of the video. It means so much. And if you like the cinematics that I make and would ever like to use them in any of your videos so that you could have something to talk over if you want to get into making Minecraft videos and you want to have some extra cinematics or stock footage that you can look at, definitely take a look at the link in description below. I have tons of stock footage that you could use for free in any of your videos. However, that's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys for spending some time with me, and if you'd like to catch up on the rest of this playlist, definitely take a look at this link right here, and I will see you over in that video.